Okay, the big reveal here in 2 seconds. I'm about to reveal my new toy. And this is something I've wanted for about the last 3 or 4 years. And I've looked and I've looked and I've watched every one of your YouTube videos that you guys have made out there. I've watched them all over and over and over. And I finally got one. Hopefully this will be exciting to you, because it sure wasn't exciting to my wife. Ta-da! I finally got a grader scraper. And my reason for wanting this so bad is in the spring of 2017, we had a 1,000-year flood in our area right here in our about an 8 or 9 county area right here around me in southern Missouri. And since then, I have not been able to get my driveway back under control. We've got about a 1/4 mile long driveway, and it washed really bad, really bad. And the county's spent money trying to fix it. Every time it rains now, it washes again. And I've had about $1,500 worth of gravel put on it. It has since washed a lot, and I have a box blade, but it's just it's not what I need. I don't need to drag my gravel back and forth up and down the driveway with that box blade. I needed a scraper to help me level it off. So anyway, I shopped and shopped and shopped, and I narrowed it down to 2 that I wanted. I either wanted a Land Pride or I wanted a Rhino, because they were the 2 heaviest ones. This one it's 96 inches, it's 8 foot. It comes just inside or just outside the edge of my tires. Got a 100-horse tractor, and I mean, it almost covers my whole driveway width. But my reasoning for those 2 is they are heavy. This thing weighs 900 pounds. The Land Pride was the same thing. The reason I went with the Rhino is because our Land Pride dealer just didn't really want to sell me one. I'll just stop right there. He just wasn't really interested in selling me one. So anyway, the Rhino dealer was way over and above good customer service. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I got a Rhino, an 8-foot Rhino blade, and you can tell it's kind of dirty. I've played with it just a little bit on this portion of my driveway right here by the house. And this spot right here had probably 15 or 20 little chug holes. A little bit of water got there, and then our parcel delivery service likes to bonsai from the top of one to the top of the next, and splash the water out and make the holes bigger. So anyway, got that fixed, and it worked. It worked exactly like I wanted it to. Okay, I got most of what I wanted to do done. It is so dry and hard right now. I think I'm going to wait just a little bit on breaking up those big water holes. I've got 2 of them on the big long main portion of the driveway, and I think what I need to do is, it's just so hard right now, I didn't want to mess with lowering all those scare fires in the ground, and that's what needs to be done. I need to break that hole up and then smooth it out, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit on that. But overall, man, I tell you what, I recovered gravel that I don't remember having. Seems like every summer my driveway gets overcome with grass and weeds and vegetation, and man, you saw what I did here, just 2 or 3 little swipes up the driveway, and gosh, it looks like I just got done having 2 or 3 loads of gravel brought in. Looks great. My mud holes that were here in the driveway are gone. I am tickled to death. I've been wanting one of those for so long, it's ridiculous. And I don't know, they're kind of pricey, you know, for something that doesn't need to be used that often. But I feel like, you know, I was all ready to pull the trigger and get another $1,000, $1,500 worth of gravel. And instead, I think this saved my money. And there's a lot of good base to it. A lot of good base, a lot of good gravel here. And other than what we put on here 15 years ago whenever we moved in, this little dab that I got last year, I think it was 5 loads, 5 big dump truck loads. It's still here. I just needed to work it up, and it did, and it looks great. So anyway, if you're in the market for something like that, box blade just doesn't work. It was just too aggressive, it wanted to take all my gravel with me, and before long I had my whole driveway in a pile, and it really caused me lots of problems. So I think this is a way better deal. So I highly recommend this one. It's a Rhino. You can tell, I mean, it is well made. It is tough, nice, big, thick, heavy gauge steel. They make them in 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. A 7 foot probably would have been just fine for me, but they had this one on hand, and it wasn't but just another $150, $200 difference in price. And so I went ahead and got this one. It will do anything I ever need done on my property. All right, I think I'm gonna get the leaf blower out and blow some of this dust off of this tractor, and then probably power wash it, clean things up. It looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. My tractor is an M5 111, 105 horses, I think is what it is. It absolutely acted like that thing wasn't even back there. Didn't have to put it in 4-wheel drive. Didn't have to do anything extra. Just ran it up about 2,000 RPMs, and I did put it in low gear. It's got 12 gears, 12 low and 12 high. I put it in low gear, about 5th, and that was just the perfect speed. Anything else was a little too fast, and I felt like if I did hit a bigger rock, it was jumping up and down. So this right here was the perfect speed, about 5th gear in low, and that did the job. So anyway, I'm gonna clean this thing up a little bit. It looks terrible. My wife gets home in a little bit, and she is gonna be proud of me. And she'll think I worked all day long, and she won't realize how much time this thing's gonna save me. So anyway, appreciate everybody watching. Hope you'll come back. I don't make videos very often, but when I do, it's usually something that we all do, all us hobby farmers, all us even the big guys. I retired about a year ago, and I am doing things that I've always wanted to do. I'm taking better care of my cows, taking better care of my place. Got time to do things I never got to do, working a 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hour week job. And anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. So please come back, click like and subscribe, and thank you.